coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
It's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And this carry not as productive. Terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that...
3. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4th down, Corral looking to throw it. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. On first down, it's Corral. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Colts hit 10-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fourth down, here's Corral. It's caught by Sanders. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Corral from his own end zone here. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, here's Corral. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 26-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Setting up to throw on first down. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Corral on first down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Corral looking to pass, second down. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, Corral. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On the draw is Taylor. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that. Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now it's Herbert. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. On first and 10 is Spiller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 14, Colts 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Thomas. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Again, it's Corral. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Corral. And he'll go right back to Thomas. Complete again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Corral on 1st down. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. This pass complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it'll be Taylor. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities. But as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to show. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are right back in this football game. The guy out of the pocket there was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Corral. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Corral. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitation.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 77 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Corral with it on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one.
We get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Corral. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.